Alright, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Hoochin' Hollerin'. What's up? I'm here with my boy Steve.
Hey, yo.
I'm still Scott. We're going to start our show off as we do with our Jameson pickleback shot.
Jameson.
Yo.
That was actually one of the more enjoyable ones.
Ooh, I like that. That one hurt.
It hurt, and
That
then
one
it
hurt.
tasted really good.
That one hurt. Not terribly, but
I've been straight alcoholic for the last 7 days, so
it's all good, man.
No.
No explanation needed.
No, I'm not
No
explanation.
explanation needed.
It's more extra the funniest that comes from that.
Right on.
The new song
Right
for the
on.
week.
I think that might be the theme song for the show.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like
The Boys Are Back by some Dropkick Murphys, little
Oh,
Irish punk
I didn't
band.
realize that that's who song.
Yeah, man.
I'm okay with it.
I'm definitely down with that. I heard it the other day at the gym and immediately it clicked. I was like, yes! Like, this is it. This is the jam.
This is what I'm doing.
And I'm all about it. It's
Dude.
all good. So yeah, we didn't do an episode last week because Steve was out of town and I couldn't find
Sorry,
a
guys.
replacement, which is fine because you can't replace a person like Steve.
You can't replace this.
You can't.
Nah, but
So you were out in California, correct?
that is correct. But one of my best friends growing up, the old clique in high school, he got married, and he's like, Steve, I know it's across the country, I know you live in Illinois, but I would love to look up and see you in there. And
For sure.
One of
For
those. Oh, the only reason you're on the bachelor party is because you live in Illinois and in California, and I couldn't do that to you to fly back. Blah blah blah. I was like, all right, dude, I'm there.
For sure.
So it was what, 5.5 days in a swanky little resort in the Mission Bay at the Dana.
I don't know. What's
swanky
the
little-
closest city? I don't know.
It's in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair
and then
enough.
within San Diego is Mission Bay, it's a man-made bay. It's really cool. It's huge, and then within that bay is all these resorts and stuff, and
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
And,
sounds good, man.
Yeah, it's fun. It was definitely had a fucking fun time.
Hell yeah, of course you did. I mean, it's not Illinois.
Yeah, anything.
End of June and beginning of July.
I've
It's
actually got a lot to
not
say.
Illinois.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, I have
So come on, you had to have some great food out there. Come on, it's
honestly,
not
man,
Midwest food. I mean, I love food. I'm a food
Yeah.
guy. If
everyone's got
if
a little
I
foodie
ate the
in
way
them.
if I ate the way I really wanted to eat, I would be 300 pounds easily.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
just started off.
And
No, but like
so
seriously, man, no. Like they got good Mexican food out there, and they've
Okay.
got good fish. That is it. You know the best pizza I found?
oh god, I
I
can't.
paid $35 for a large pepperoni and mushroom out
Where, at
there.
Domino's.
No, it's like this, well, no, I'm kind of getting it. That's kind of making my point.
Did the
is-
place say they were a pizza place?
Yeah, it was like Tony's Pizzeria or some shit. But like you're in a resort area, so like you can't even walk to these places the way it's set up. It's because they're like 4 or 5 miles away,
Okay,
and like, so I'm like, all right, Tony, I gotta trust Tony. You know?
right. That's Italian name.
Everything.
Tony, Petey, Paulie.
Yeah, you can probably put some cheese on and make it be all right. But no, everywhere else was just like you Google pizza places near me, pizza near me, Domino's, Pizza Hut, and that's it.
Trash.
That's it. And then you have like 2 places that seem to be a pizzeria.
Okay,
I got them to deliver $35 for a thin crust. Like what you think of when you think of a pizza, not a deep dish, pepperoni and mushroom.
sure. I'm not opposed to thin crust.
Oh no, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just just building the picture, and like
I got you.
it gets there, and I'm looking at it, and all my California friends who I'm hanging out with out there, they're like, "Oh yeah, I love this pizza, it's the best." And I'm looking at it, it is nothing different. It's a DiGiorno.
Oh, shut up. Are you serious?
You open up the box,
Are
and
you
it's
serious?
a DiGiorno. I mean, it was a handmade DiGiorno. That's $35. And that's
Wow.
like the tip, yeah.
That's boggling. That's mind-boggling.
And they're all going, "Oh, this is my favorite pizza around here. This is the best." And then like
They got a lot to learn.
Oh yeah, and then that was the first night, and like we're all shit faced. So I was like, whatever, pizza. Next morning we're like, all right, we'll go to the continental breakfast, all that stuff.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm trying to collect my thoughts now because I'm still getting angry when I think about this shit. Like, you go down to the continental breakfast, and it's a nice spread, know. It's a buffet.
Be. It's a resort area.
Yeah,
continental breakfast.
We're talking
nice spread.
$250, $300 a night. Mm-hmm. It's and that's a comped rate because we're at a wedding. So it's a nice place. I mean, it's not blue blood, but you're a doctor or you're someone like that who's staying there.
Right.
Go to Continental, nice spread, eggs, hash browns, all the staples, and then they had a guy that would make you an omelet if you wanted it.
Ooh.
That was cool.
Right?
That was cool.
I want a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, it's Continental breakfast, right? So you're sitting there, and I'm like, it's free. Blah, blah, blah. Nope. Mm-mm. You only get half off. You know what half off is? For eggs, bacon, sausage, and an omelet or whatever.
So it's not a continental breakfast.
That's what they call it. All right. Guess what? Half off, $15. If you are someone who's staying there, it's half off, and that's a $15 breakfast. But so then you get a server.
Restaurant. So it's just a restaurant then.
It's a restaurant, yeah. But the thing is, then you get a server who doesn't do shit because it's a fucking buffet, and you got to tip her.
Watch it with the F-bombs.
Sorry, I'm a little passionate about this, guys. I apologize.
No, it's all good. I'm
a nice guy when you get to know me.
I don't know if children are listening. Yes. I doubt it.
But
I doubt anybody really listens. But
what is this? Yeah, right. There's we got 8 people. Oh, but you sit there and you got the server. There's is there anything else you need? What are you gonna do? It's a buffet. What are you getting me?
Drinks.
That's it. That's the only thing they get.
I don't
know.
No, the chocolate milk.
The coffee. No, coffee, chocolate milk, and orange juice is all laid out. You can go get it yourself. But exactly. So with tip, it ends up coming
like $20.
Yeah, $20, $25, somewhere right there. With taxes and stuff, it's about $23.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was just a breakfast. And you're like, dude, I could have my the jokes I want to make. I can't make them right now.
Yeah, we'll save it for.
I could have my nephew who's on the spectrum make me a better breakfast. It's PC enough, but you got my point.
Hey.
Yeah, I love him to death. But there's no way. Anywhere else, it's a $7 breakfast. Even in Chicago, they don't even try that crap. So
no, you go to Chicago and pay $15 for a sweet brunch. With endless mimosas and make it worth your while to stay there for half an hour.
You pay $15 for endless mimosas as long as you're there, and then then you get a $9 breakfast,
which is typically pretty good.
Yeah. So for the $25 that I was spending on, they couldn't even make the bacon the right way, man.
What do you mean? Was it real? Was it real bacon?
It was real bacon. I'll give them that.
Okay.
But it was.
All right. Cool.
It's it's whoever came in. It's the guy every day it was like this. I started thinking whoever's making this bacon, it must be the guy who's the most hungover's job to do it. They pull straws, and whoever went out harder last night.
What do you mean? Was it the soggy, the wet,
the
floppy
soggy,
bacon?
Chewy,
come on!
It's not even cooked all the way through.
Come on!
You're
Are
pulling,
you serious?
Yeah, no, you're pulling.
Did they have to cook to get the job there, or they just roll in and say,
what I'm
"Hey,
saying.
I know how to cook"?
No idea.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying. That's my whole big gripe. Just to wrap this up, is my whole big gripe with the food out there is you're paying premium. I come from a very white, affluent neighborhood, guys, and
sure.
And so for me to, I'm not being on my bougie horse or anything like this, but for me to pay $25,
kind of bougie,
but if I'm paying $25 for a breakfast, I want someone to make something for me. I want them to bring it out to me. I want them,
sure.
And I want to get orange juice and coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
And I don't want to have to go up to the line, follow everybody else, and do it all myself, and then I have a server come out that has to get tipped either way. They don't do anything.
Yeah, basically the server is your busboy.
Yeah. Because then you take your stuff and you put it on. Well, actually, no, you can leave it. No, but they have their own busboys.
I definitely would have left it then.
Well, no, you leave it, but They're their own busboys. It's like, dude, for $25, man, I would love to go in downtown Naperville, where I'm from. There's a place called Egg Harbor. For $25, it's one of the best tasting.
I've heard of it.
It's
I don't think I've ever been there.
Fantastic. Even their eggs taste special. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they do. A sunny side up egg is, you'll never be able to
It's
make
that key ingredient.
Whatever it is.
Love.
What they love, or like
It's that Midwest
or
love.
they've never changed the grease in the trap, or something. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. Some things you just don't want to know.
Yeah, but for $25, I can go there and eat my heart out and like have a much better breakfast in a nice, arguably nicer dining area.
Really?
I mean, it was. Yeah, it was just a bunch of
That's
like lawn.
wild.
It was like a bunch of steel lawn chairs. I mean, it was pretty. You're on the bay, but it was like
Sitting outside.
you're sitting outside, or you could sit inside. But that's where, on the inside, was where the whole buffet was, and then there's a couple of tables. And like, I'm not sitting around the
You're
trough
in
here.
California. Yeah.
Well, no,
Sitting outside. It's nice weather.
Not even
Probably-
that. It's like
Was it at least a decent view?
not well. Yeah, I mean, the way it was set up, like you couldn't see.
I mean,
It was set up to the bay.
I mean, compared to DeKalb.
fantastic view. Fantastic view.
Okay, all right,
I'm not knocking the place. I'm knocking the food because like.
all right.
But that's when I mean, I knew this when I lived out in Arizona for a couple of years, that like we are very spoiled out here because of the food. Like, we have the best food in the nation, arguably between Illinois, Chicago area, and some places in New York. They have the best food ever.
New York State or New York City?
City.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been in New York City.
Yeah. New York City.
I've had some good meals.
Well, I mean, I'm
Everything's
saying
expensive in there.
everything's expensive, but you can find somewhere where you're like, I don't care how expensive this is. This is delicious.
I found one of the,
You're like 3 a.m. You're like, oh.
not to cut you off, but
I've been talking for a while.
New York City stuff. I've been to New York City once. We were in Manhattan, and we stayed. We were in the Hell's Kitchen area. Well, my ship pulled in there, and
Throw your shit in there.
Ship, Navy days.
Whoa, bro.
And we stayed in the Hell's Kitchen area because our ship was right there.
Yeah, that's where.
And dude,
you want to talk expensive?
some of the best food I've had.
Oh yeah.
Was in the Hell's Kitchen area. It was New York, so it was expensive for regular food.
Yeah,
but it was.
The California.
It was on point. It was exactly what you should pay for when you pay for it. You know, if that makes sense.
I know exactly what you're talking
like
about.
$13 for a simple cheeseburger, but the
it
cheeseburger was fantastic.
Exactly.
It was like, okay, I can't
100%.
even complain.
100%.
I also found a bar that gave free hot dogs if you sat there and were drinking.
Well, what are we doing? We can have all the hot dogs.
I couldn't tell you what the name of the place is because it just had a big statue of a pig outside. So
that's all you need.
So we called it Piggies, but it was called like blankets or something. I don't know. You know how New York bars are.
Pigs in a blanket, some weird stuff.
But what other food did you try? Did you get any sushi?
I did, and like
worth it.
Like it all goes back to like the price points, and like you're right on the coast. Everything's fresh.
Sure.
It's great sushi. I used to work in a high-end sushi restaurant, so I know what I'm talking about. And blah 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 blah. All that other crap. For what you're paying for it, absolutely not. You're paying. Like, we went out for sushi one night. I got 2 rolls and some sashimi. I got
like simple rolls.
No, no, like the roll, like specialty rolls.
Okay.
You know, we're like out here. You'd expect the specialty roll to be $10 to $15 a piece.
Right. Sure.
So like we went, and then we go to sushi. You know, you end up you're expecting
it's expensive. It's
not McDonald's. It's not
sushi
McDonald's.
is not cheap anywhere you
go. I go out there, I get 2 specialty rolls, and then I really like sushi, so I'm a sashimi guy.
Sure.
You know, and like so that is just the.
I do sashimi.
This is the straight, slice of fish.
That's where you get the raw fish.
Yeah, it's the straight raw fish, and that's all it is. And I got 1 round of that, which is over there. It was 3 pieces,
mm-hmm.
and for 2 rolls and that, like guess how much that was.
I'm gonna have to imagine. 50,
and 50. A personal bottle of sake and a Sapporo.
Well, that's gonna. I was gonna say just the food alone. I was gonna say about $50, but with the personal bottle
and the little, beer. The little bottle. You get the little bottle or the big bottle of sake. The little one, a 16-ounce Sapporo.
That's got to be $70 at least.
Sorry, I'm dragging my cigarette right now. $98 before tax. Yeah.
Yeah. You're fucking
$98 before tax.
Wow.
Yeah, this is why I'm griping, man. And it's like, don't get me wrong.
Was it anything different? Was that's got to be an orgasmic meal.
No, that's why I'm mad. It was. Don't get me wrong. It was delicious, but it was not $98 effing delicious. Like. I've had. You can go up to Chicago right now and find one of the best sushi places out there, and you'll spend $60 on that. The best,
including a couple of drinks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
wow, that's wild.
That's how it is out there. You pay through the nose for cruddy food, and it's like, man, you know what? I'll pay through the nose for anything that, like, I know how it goes, but by the end of my weekend, I really did. In my head, where I really started seeing that part of California like a carnival. Like, in the sense of, like, you go to Carnival to have fun.
You're paying way too much for
you get a $10 hot dog. Yeah. It's an Oscar Mayer hot dog on a Wonder Bread bun.
Yeah. And then you got to put the fixings on yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you have to tip somebody for no reason. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. I got you.
The only thing that I won't complain about money out there is the Ubers. Ubers were perfect. You want to go?
They probably got a ton of them though, because like I know in Chicago, it's the same way. Mm-hmm. Where like here, when you take an Uber, I actually looked it up for us to go from my place across the street, which is like 250 feet. 250 feet.
250 feet.
I actually looked it up one night on a Friday or Saturday night. I looked it up. It would cost me $4. For them to pick me up, literally drive me across the street, it would be $4.
Yeah, it was.
I've taken rides in Chicago from the train station to like the northwest side for like $6.
Yeah, and that's
so
that was the most expensive rides that I had. There's nothing over $20 for a ride, and you're in there for half hour. You know what I'm saying? Half hour ride, 20 minutes. Yeah. And then, like, everything else, every other Uber we took, because they get you. These damn resorts, they get you, man. So this whole Mission Bay
conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're not getting into
that. No,
we're not getting into conspiracy, man.
No, you look at it. It took me 2 days to figure it out. The Mission Bay in San Diego is completely man-made, and it's nothing but resorts and like piers and people that dock their boats there. Okay. That being said, it's a big square mileage. Like, it's probably 5 miles north and south, and another 6 miles east and west. That's how big this place is. You know.
Okay.
There's not one restaurant that is not in the resort. There's nothing you can walk to. There's nothing you can do. And you can't get anything. There's not even a 7-Eleven.
So they just kind of suck at you.
They trap you in there to having to buy all that stuff.
Trap is a better word.
That's exactly what it is, and it's like...
So they came in... I don't know. We're not getting into that.
No. Go for it.
No, we got other topics.
All right, we have time restraints here with our sponsors.
Yeah, totally.
Sponsors being fatties.
Totally. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, if you're listening, fatties.
Yeah, we're open to it.
Yes, totally. Next up, T-minus 12 days.
Oh, Jesus. Dude.
Until the biggest event, my favorite holiday of the year, Country Thunder.
It's like
2019, son. 2019 in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. 4-day show. I'm ready. I am. Dude. You have no idea how ready I am. He has no idea. He sees me wearing my jorts out in town, out to the bar. I'm getting myself braced up.
This guy looks like he's out of a music video, like the Hillbilly music video.
I'm ready.
He's set.
I am
From what
so
I'm hearing
ready.
from him, it's like a 4-day 4th of July.
This is a 4-day concert where
my first time,
where most of the guys wear less clothes than the women. You laugh.
No, I laugh
because
I believe it.
You've never been.
I laugh because I believe
Just
it.
Just wait. This is gonna be a rude awakening to a whole different type of country partying.
Rude. I think it's gonna be fucking wanted.
It's gonna be wanted.
Welcome.
And the people that we're camping with have collaborated with other people that camp there. Apparently, the guys that I know that I hang out with up there have collaborated with these other guys that have been well known to be there, and they have what's called the titty wheel.
Yeah.
Which is like a Wheel of Fortune type of wheel. They got a stage built up, and they will get people to go up on the stage, spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's what it is.
That's what they're showing.
Imagine what the biggest portions of this wheel are. Women show
it's not
they expose themselves, and they do.
Oops,
The girls that go up there, and they know what they're getting into, and they
love it. And that's that is the
every time I've
environment.
been there, they've all expressed themselves in their ways. But apparently my buddies and those guys have collaborated, and we are going to be sharing a ton of camping spots with those guys.
Oh man.
So you're rolling into like the Rolls Royce, like Lamborghini type.
So I need a bunch of
experience. You're not getting like the.
I need to go buy Dramamine, a bunch of emergency, and a 5-pound Advil. That's what I'm saying right now.
Oh yeah, we're in for at least 3 days of like very little sleep, lots of drinking, lots of women, lots of loud music. Might go to the show.
Might go to the
My
show.
buddy that I normally usually my buddy Bobo. I just found out the other day that he's not going. He just got a new job. He's a police officer in Hillside.
Huh. Yeah,
I mean, congratulations. Good thing. I mean,
welcome to being adults.
Great on you, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna hate, but I am gonna miss the fact that him and I would be
Killing it.
No, we'd be tied at the hip, going places, doing things, and we'll go to the show. Like, dude, I don't want to miss this show. Like, it's at 2 p.m. Let's go see this person. And then we'll lose each other for like 6 hours. Like, we'll walk in together, no big deal. Like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll go to the Porta John. He's like, yeah, man. And so I go to the Porta Johns, do my business, come back out. He's nowhere to be seen. Like, okay. So now what? So
now what?
Yeah, and then we don't see each other until like it's way past dark, and we're just like, "What in the hell? Where did you go?" Well, I was standing right there. I was like, "No, you weren't," because I was standing right there for half an hour.
You're drunk. No, you're drunk.
Yeah, pretty much those type of conversations at like midnight. Yeah, whatever.
I'm excited.
You should be.
I'm excited because you're excited. And then I'm excited just because this sounds like a riot.
Oh, it's a riot, dude. It's a good time. It's fantastic. If you like country music, even if you don't.
Oh, no, I like country music. I actually do.
Even if you don't, it'll be a good time. That'll be fun. I mean,
that'll be fun.
Being outside, drinking beer, hanging out with people that are fun to hang out with. We'll have a good time.
Damn right.
So, next thing is, because of that, I found a video. Not following this guy. He's another fellow podcaster. I believe he's from Minnesota.
Oh yeah, is his name Jimbo there? Yeah.
No,
Jimbo. Yeah.
No Jimbo. I miss Jimbo though. I miss my man Jimbo. But you know he's no longer with us. He's alive and well in Minnesota. He's just Minnesota.
So he's dead.
No, he's not dead.
No, he's in Minnesota.
He's alive and well. He's just not present here in DeKalb, Illinois.
I can't think that Minnesota is much of a stretch other than being a colder DeKalb. A colder DeKalb.
I don't know. I've been there a couple times, not recently though. But
the Mall of America.
But so I've been following this other podcaster who loves Busch Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, my man loves Busch Light. Love it. I think his videos are hilarious. I've been watching it. I've been following him. He makes his own cooler.
Oh, okay, yeah, you sent me that, and I did not get a good chance.
It's hilarious because it'll cost us, $45 to make basically a Yeti-style cooler, and he calls it a U-Betty.
A U-Betty?
A U-Betty. I mean, his podcast is You Betcha.
So
he makes a U-Betty. I'm giving credit where credit's due, so I gotta let him know. But, I mean, he takes in that foam insulation...
The board insulation, the sheet insulation, yes. not the fiber.
Right. Yeah. And he ends up duct taping it all together. I've seen the video that he made it. I've watched a video where he compares it to an actual Yeti cooler. and it's perfect. It is spot on. It is spot on.
By the way, guys, you don't know what a Yeti cooler is? It's a $400 or $500 cooler. Like a $400 or $500 cooler.
Like, I'm sorry, but if you need booze to stay ice cold for 3 days, you're doing something wrong.
Well, no, those coolers, because I'm the outdoorsy guy,
Right, they're meant for the outdoors.
They're meant for like fishermen and stuff like that.
They're meant for the outdoorsy person, which I get. I understand that.
But if I can make it out of some particle.
But they try to use it as a selling point as like a party cooler. Yeah. Like, get out of here. Like, I don't need a...
Oh, it's not even that.
Like, my sister and brother-in-law, they bought me a koozie. It's not Yeti, but it's a similar type of thing where it keeps your beer cold for hours. I'm like, I appreciate the gift, Sarah and Kyle. I love you dearly. You're my brother and sister and everything. But if I need a beer to stay cold for more than 10 minutes, I'm sorry. I'm doing something wrong. Like, come on now. You can't fold it up and put it in my pocket. Like, I'm a koozie guy.
It's one of those plastic,
I got 30-some koozies in my closet right now.
Every man should, by the way.
And I used to carry them around like it was, my wallet.
Yeah, I used to leave one. The Delta Ton, we used to.
I always had two. Yeah, I always carried two. One in my back pocket, one in each back pocket. Just because I'm like, you never know.
Yeah,
you never know when someone's like, "Hey, you want a beer?" Like, I'm ready. Pull out a koozie. I'm ready to go.
I didn't know you knew my name.
Let's roll. Let's do this. So yeah, I have one of those. It's an off-brand. It's not a Yeti, but.
All I'm saying, though, is if you can get something that insulates ice and keeps things cold as long as a Yeti can, and I can make it for $45 rather easily, why? Like, that just shows you, how much we are... I'm not trying to get on a serious note here, but it shows you how much our culture doesn't know a damn thing about doing anything.
Right.
I'm gonna spend a Yeti cooler, an average size, $300-$400, an average sized Yeti cooler, one with that's maybe the inside of it is 3 feet by 24 inches.
Standard cooler
size. $300-$400 for that. And then if you want to get the bigger one,
if I was that big on hunting and fishing,
no, I am.
I consider myself an outdoorsman, but I don't see the reason to buy one.
No. Yeah, I've got a friend that I've been privileged to go hunting on. He owns a 4,700 acre deer farm. So
that's big.
You want
that's a large.
It's
farm.
the third largest deer farm in Illinois, and I think it's the number one largest of a continuous plot. We're taking it's one area that is 4,700 acres, not just a bunch of little areas that equal up to 4,700. These guys. You go in there, it's the best place in the world. They have everything you could ever possibly want, blah, 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 blah. That being said, what?
Where's that at?
It's called Lucky Brand Outfitters. Lucky Brand Outfitters.
You said it's in Illinois?
Yeah, it's about a half hour, 45 minutes north of Carbondale.
Oh, way down south.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 4 hour
way
drive.
down south for us. But
4.5 hour drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am going back to the homeland next weekend.
All right.
Yes, I am. So I may be bringing back my bow.
Do it, yeah, dude. Let's do it. I'll go get I'll go get my
But right now, hold on.
my target.
We got something to do, right?
Oh yeah, we
We
got
just
something
lined
to
up
do, guys.
another shot. You know.
Yeah. 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 Woo!
Feeling alright.
Oh, I'm drunk.
We're doing a little different tonight. Today, not tonight. Today, we're doing a little day drinking.
Oh.
Steve's got work tomorrow since he just got back from California, or whatever they
I haven't
call
worked in like I haven't worked in 9-10 days.
So it's all good though.
I know, it's great. I love it.
It's a good idea. I mean, whatever. But so we're doing things a little different. We're typically we do this podcast at night, and then we head over to the bar. I think we're gonna do the same, but you know, instead
about
of
4 hours earlier.
But instead of it being 8 o'clock at night, we're doing this at 3 o'clock. Whatever.
Which may just turn it up into us at 2 in the morning anyway, being hammered. Oh, the hooch and hollering guys don't want anyone to know we're drinking too much.
The hooch and hollering guys, whatever. But the
Can I tell my sorry, no, not to cut you off, but now it's in my brain. I can't help myself. Can I tell my story about security?
Make it quick.
All right. I mean, it's really
You're
not
in California. All right, make it quick.
All right. Obviously,
we're not these type of guys. Neither of us.
I haven't touched this stuff since really high school. You know what I'm saying?
So we don't smoke a lot of weed.
Not at all.
Not at all. I was gonna say it's either very minimum or not at all era.
Yeah.
Issue.
It's like I haven't smoked.
Not something we do on a regular.
I haven't taken
maybe what, every 6 months.
I'll take 2 puffs of something every once a year.
It's very very
maybe
very minimum.
And that's if you're at a party or at a bar and someone's like, "Oh, you want it?" and you're drunk enough to be like, whatever. That being said, that's the extent of our use of cannabis.
We don't use a whole lot.
And I know I just said this one phrase, but I'm saying it again. That being said, I was in California for 5 days at a resort. These guys have people, you call a number, guy shows up at your door 45 minutes later with a backpack full of anything you want and a cooler full of anything that can possibly melt, like edibles, anything.
I would like to try edibles. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no! Actually, after this weekend, like I indulged this weekend, guys. It was my buddy. It was one of my best friends from high school's wedding. It's all legal. Even the adults. I mean, we're actually adults, but even like
as you should.
The parents and everybody, they were all getting into it because it's all legal and it was a time. It was just the environment, and like edibles are great, but I don't want to get myself off this topic. This guy shows up with like a backpack, and I'm not talking like a little tote backpack. I'm talking a backpack that he's probably gonna go
like my man's going around town.
Yeah, like I've got enough in this backpack. If I pack it right, I could live in the woods for a week in the size of this backpack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so when in Rome, all my other buddies, they smoke, they do all that because they live out in San Diego, and they're so you get these little vials, or not even a vial.
It's like a medicine bottle.
Bottle, yeah. And they come in eighths, or you can get more if you wanted to. But long story short, I bought 2. Everybody else that smokes bought like 2 or 3 for the weekend. I know full well I really only bought 2 because like everybody else is buying more, and I was like, I'll buy another one. I got sucked into that. The weekend goes by. We smoke a lot of it. They smoke most of it. Maybe a puff or 2 here and there. Maybe.
Not our thing.
Yeah.
I got it.
I turned my weekend into another day and a half longer than they were, so they were all taking the planes, and they're like, hey, man, you want this? Like, I know there's no way you're going to be able to smoke all of it, but we don't want to throw it out or anything. I was like, yeah, dude, maybe I'll Santa Claus some bums or something, you know? Like,
right.
You know, put this in your hat. And, like, fast forwarding, I don't smoke. I completely forgot I put it in my carry-on. I put it in my my toiletries bag. And I put, like, there's 5 of these medicine bottles in my toiletry bag, and I didn't even look in there, you know, for 3 days. You know, everyone gave it to me when they started leaving and stuff. I go to the airport, I get all my stuff, I throw it up, you know, I put it on there. They make you take your shoes off, like, barefoot.
Right.
They make you go barefoot in San Diego airport, side note, but, like, it's weird. And it's not until I'm starting to put everything
back. Is that through
back.
Security?
Yeah. And then you stand with like your hands up inside
normal.
This thing.
That's
and like,
normal.
Not in Chicago. They don't do that. They do not do that. I just came back. They don't even have the same machines.
When I went to Omaha, they did that.
Where? Did you O'Hare or Midway? Well, I was in Midway, but like, anyway. It wasn't until I'm starting.
I'll tell you my story after this.
Yeah, it didn't dawn on me until after I'm already like putting my stuff back in my bag after you send it through all the X-ray crap. That I went, holy shit! I've got half an ounce of all different types of weed in my bag at the freaking airport. And then I got even more messed up about it because I was like, wait a minute, if they didn't find that, how are you finding a bomb? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you finding the hatchet someone's got somewhere? You know, it's California weed. California weed is the best weed in the world. It stinks, it's awesome, and it's very obvious.
Smells good.
Yeah, if you can't find a half an ounce of weed in my bag, first of all, I was in awe. I was like, holy crap, I can't believe this. I called my friend. He's like, you lucky SOB, you. Have fun with it. And I was like, you sure I'm not going to get, like, I'm okay? He's like, if you made it through that gate, they don't get you on the when you get off the plane, so you're set.
All right.
And, like, but other than that, it made me, like, really question, like, we're paying all these tax dollars into, like, all this equipment.
TSA and all that.
The TSA and everything, and I got through, my dumb ass got through that with a half an ounce of weed.
In your toiletry bag.
In my toiletry bag. And these aren't airtight. They are not airtight.
Maybe they're just comfortable with people. Like, maybe that's not that big of a thing.
Well, no, it is. So I mean,
but Illinois just passed the law. I mean, it's not completely legal yet.
Yeah,
but maybe it's just on the TSA list of acceptable places. I
can understand that within the state. However, when it is still a huge deal when it comes to federal.
No, sure.
Bringing it across state lines, that's a huge issue. Like, I minored in policy. I'm not saying I know everything, but like when it comes down to state laws and transporting anything, that's felony. It's automatically a felony.
But I mean, who knows? Like I said, because you flying into Illinois,
where it just got legalized.
Maybe it's okay.
Maybe
I don't know.
No. I'm expanding with you. I like this thought. Like, but they wouldn't know I'm going to Illinois. The guys at the check station don't know where I'm flying to. You get through the check station.
You show them your ticket.
No,
your boarding pass.
No, you show one person the boarding pass, then you go through this whole huge line, and then they check everyone after that. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Okay. All
so
right,
like,
fair enough.
I'm not arguing. I'm sorry if I'm coming off.
No, you're fine. No, you're good. I'm just saying.
It just blows my mind.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
We don't work for TSA. We don't work for the federal government.
I just like to think.
Who knows?
I just like to think my dumb ass got so lucky. That's really what it is. And like even my San Diego friends,
I
are
would
like,
fall
wow.
in that same category.
Yeah.
Like,
dumb luck.
Yeah.
What?
I got that bad luck. I got the bad dumb luck. Like
yeah. Right.
If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any.
No luck at all.
Yeah. That type of thing. But No, what I was going to say, flying back from Omaha, I don't think we did a podcast from since then. Did we?
No, we did one. We did the weekend after you got back.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
I think that was when we went live and like botched it.
No, that was before. That was way before.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a bad one. Anyways, we're going to move on.
Moving forward.
No, coming home from Omaha. So I get through security, right? I get my boarding pass and everything. I do my whole metal detector test, and the stuff is in the totes in the metal detector. They weighed me through. I'm completely through. Everything got shut down because a Middle Eastern looking guy got stopped.
Got randomly stopped.
It was in a different line than me. He was on the other side. There's only 2 lines, and tell me why I got stopped at Omaha Airport.
Yeah, Omaha, one of the whitest places I can think of.
Right?
No.
I mean, it was great. Omaha was awesome. It was a great time. Nebraska is not a bad. Omaha, Lincoln area is actually a really nice area. It just sucks that it's in Nebraska.
Omaha. Yeah.
Say it's Nebraska.
Okay.
And you got the 2 biggest cities on the complete east side of the state. So, like, I went and saw Omaha and Lincoln, and, like, it was awesome. I was like, this is great. Like, both cities are awesome. They're fun times but being stuck at the Omaha airport after I got through. So I'm standing there. I get through everything. They put a pause on everything that's going through the metal detectors on those lines. They shut everything down. Oh. My stuff's in the middle of all of that.
Of course it is. That's how it works.
Right? So I'm standing there. Well, the shorts I have are too big, so my belt is in this line. My shoes are in this line. Everything I own is in this line, except for my boarding pass and the clothes I have on my back. So I'm standing there watching all this go down, like all these Nebraska guys like freaking out.
Just going for it.
Yeah, and I stood there for like a solid 25 minutes or so, holding my pants up. Like, all I want to do is have a beer, because that whole trip, like, going out to...
traveling in general.
Well, going out to Nebraska, I got delayed to, like, 6 hours.
Ooh.
So I sat at O'Hare Airport until, like, 2 in the morning. And then finally my flight got out there to Omaha. Finally my flight got to Omaha at, like, let's see... No, my flight left at, like, midnight. And I got into Omaha at 1.
In the morning?
It literally was... They made it less than an hour. It's a 7-hour drive from here. But this is what killed me. It was expected to be an hour-and-a-half flight.
Yeah.
So how did you cut 30 minutes off a flight?
I can tell you this right
now. How did you cut off... half an hour of a flight just because everything has been delayed? Like, how come you can't why can't you just go full throttle on every flight that
I'll tell you
have
right now?
Like, that boggled my mind, and I was super upset at the time, but at the same time I wanted to do is get to Omaha.
You should be upset about it.
And I was like, all I want to do, like, so I went to the bar at my terminal gate or whatever, which was right next to where, so I could keep up with my flight itinerary and all that. I was like, what the hell? But that all closed at like 9. My flight was supposed to leave at like 9:30. Yeah. So I was like, I did my best to not go and sit there and grab a beer, because I was like, I know if I have a couple, if I have 2 or 3,
you're gonna have 12.
I'm either gonna be, well, of course, it's O'Hare Airport, so beers are what,
$10.50 for Miller Lite.
Jesus, I had a Boston 1776.
Oh, so you had a good beer.
Sam Adams or whatever. Yeah, it was a good beer. It was a great beer. I liked it. But yeah, they're like, it's $13. And I was like, I was like, what just happened? Like, I had one. I was gonna order another, but thank God the guy was like, yeah, we're closing.
All right.
I was like, Well, no wonder why there was no price on the menu.
Oh no, yeah. Let me rewind you for a second, because I wish, if anyone's listening to this, I wish you could see my face right now when he asked how the hell that half hour disappeared. I'll tell you right now. You know why? Because when I was in these, like I said, I was at a resort that only like pilot,
sure.
Doctors and shit like that. Well, one of the guys, the brother of the wife, is a pilot, and like we all got shit faced, and I was like, dude, am I gonna die? Like, if I'm gonna, like, what are the odds of me dying? Like, we're all asking him those. He's like, dude, don't even worry about it. Like, the only thing you would ever have to worry about is if you ever feel the plane yawing, which means sliding sideways, and we're talking sliding sideways at a degree that you just took a 90-degree turn. Right. Then you shit your pants because you're probably going to die. He says, other than that, you have nothing to worry about. But we also got into this, I told you that to tell you this. He's saying, okay, so pilots, they're not salaried. Pilots don't get paid, just so much per day. They get paid, basically what he said, they're hourly. I
don't care what they fucking make.
Well, no, let me finish.
Pardon my language.
Let me finish. They get paid hourly. So what happens is when you'll be flying and you can go under 10,000 feet, he said it's about 400 miles an hour, 300 miles an hour under 10,000 feet. After that, you can really do whatever the hell you want. He said the fastest he's ever been was about 680 miles an hour. And so what they do, though, is the pilots, they basically get paid per hour or per flight. If they're not flying, they're not getting paid. So they will literally sit there and go, oh, this is... the internet told these people...
So it depends.
The internet told these people it's a 4-hour flight. I'm making that... He goes, I'm making that a 4-hour flight. And I'm getting paid to be at work. And, right. And he goes, you'll be in the air talking to traffic controllers and like, do you want a shortcut? He'll go, hell no, I don't want a shortcut. Or do you want to kick it up to this? No, I don't want to kick it up to that. And that's what they do. Because, and you can't hate him for it either. If they get you there on time, it's great. But that's where that half hour falls away, because he was like, we're fucked. It's 4 a.m. now. I'm going 600 miles an hour. Sorry, I watch my language. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I had to let it slip a couple of times.
But that's what it is. And
that killed me. I was like, how do you... how come you don't just... I thought they got paid by the flight.
They're not salaried. No, they get paid by the flight, basically. They get paid by the hour is what it is. So by the flight, however they do, once they dock and people start standing up to get their luggage, they don't get that. They're off the clock. Once you pull away from that, they're on the clock.
The only thing I can say was that the night I was flying from Chicago to Omaha was bad storms. Bad storms in the morning, bad storms in like early afternoon. My flight wasn't supposed to leave until like 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
But because of the bad storms in both time zones, pushed all the flights back. I guess I can't complain. I was only delayed like 2-3 hours. But at the time, no, there's a dude that was there that randomly just started talking to me, and he was like, I've been here since 1 p.m. All I'm trying to do is get to Colorado. He's like, and it was like 10:30. He's like, my flight was supposed to leave at 1.
Colorado's a 2.5-hour flight from Illinois.
Right. He's like, I was like, dude, I don't know how you're doing this sober. Like, I would be
blacked out.
I would be annihilated trying to get on this flight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Paying $15 a beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I did it. A Miller Lite. Granted, it was a big Miller Lite. It was $10.50.
I do not like being delayed like that.
Oh no!
I'm terrified of flying, anyways.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
You get a little turbulence.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't like heights. I don't like adrenaline. My adrenaline rush is me doing my thing on myself, riding my bike real fast,
or getting real drunk,
running real fast, lifting heavy weights that I shouldn't be lifting.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
getting real drunk.
Nothing where someone else
that's
is
not
in
an
control
adrenaline thing. That's just a That's probably an issue.
It's an actually.
We're not going to talk about that. Thanks for bringing that up. But
my fault.
We're not going to harp on that. Well, anybody that listens, anybody that knows, excuse me, anybody that knows me knows I do that. But, yeah, but Omaha, yeah, man. That was the scariest, half an hour. Because I was standing right there, and they pinpointed the dude out. Like I said, he Middle Eastern guy, which...
Yeah, that's right. Totally
I felt bad. I felt bad. I don't know if this guy's actually got some weird stuff, or if he's just getting... I don't even know the word. Just getting pinpointed because he's Middle Eastern? Profiled.
Oh, no, he was. But, see... I have that...
But there was 15 of us that were in the opposite line that were just we get our stuff, we're all standing there holding our pants up basically,
it's falling off.
We got our shoes and our belt and our wallet and everything else that we got is sitting in this line waiting to get metal detected and nothing.
But no, I mean he definitely got profiled. Which, I go back and forth with the morality of that. As an American...
I get it. I understand, but that airport is not an international airport.
Oh, it's a really white airport, man. He got profiled. But regardless, he got profiled, and it's not good, but, he got it. But then, if you think about it, the demographic for any sort of terrorist isn't a white man or a white woman or a white child. So, is in that case, it's kind of like a philosophical debate or morality. Is do I feel better that they did profile somebody because my life is at stake? It's not inconveniencing them. It is making them feel bad. I'm sorry for their feelings, I really am. But
for sure,
it's would I do feel safer that people do get profiled. At airports.
But, I mean, the sad part was everybody that was standing there with... So, I mean, this is a very small terminal. There's only, 4 or 5 gates.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's tiny.
So, they're asking me, and it's where are you flying to? I was like, I'm going to Chicago. Where are you going? I'm going to New Orleans. The general consensus at the end of the... I was the only one that didn't say anything. I was just I don't really care. And they're all saying, I hope he doesn't get on my flight. Really? I really don't care.
Yeah, see, now that's just racist.
If anything, they're not going to let this guy on any flights.
And then we're all going to be, and if he does, we're all going to be staring at him anyway, so.
Right. I was I really don't think, I mean, I've been to the Middle East. I know it's not called the Middle East anymore.
It's not?
No, there's a different.
More politically correct term.
But
how can you get more politically correct than Middle East? It's the middle of the Eastern Hemisphere.
No, I'm right there with you. I get it.
No, I get on rants that. It's
no, I get.
You can't call them cigarettes anymore. We have to call them sticks that will give you cancer.
Like tobacco sticks. Yeah.
Because the manufacturers, you're gonna get butt hurt. Anyway, I'm losing all this.
But I was the only one that was sitting there, and it was I don't really think this dude had anything going on. No, I was actually.
He probably didn't.
I was actually very calm and collected, and I was I kind of hope this guy just gets a clear pass, and I hope I run into him, and I'll buy the man a beer if I got time.
Honestly,
I felt bad because they were just it was Omaha, Nebraska, and I was okay.
Yeah, all right. No terrorist is gonna blow
the dude,
Omaha.
he wasn't exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna terrorist attack Omaha, Nebraska?
You really hurt us. That's taking out parts of Alabama. Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh, you got rid of a bunch of inbreds.
But we're going to blow up Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, well, that airport needs to overhaul anyways.
Yeah, they were waiting for this.
So, exactly. I felt bad for the man. Like I said, if I would have seen him after they passed everybody else, I would have been hey, bro, hey, come here.
Beer.
I got this. I
know you guys don't drink as your religion, but I'm buying you a beer right now.
Yeah, you need something.
Yeah. No, that's what I was just saying, dude. I feel bad that it happened, but even if I were the one to be profiled at an airport, I'd be happy because it's like, you know what, people's lives are at stake. It's not like you're
for sure,
you know,
for sure.
I do feel genuinely bad for people that do get profiled, but I think
I'm okay with it.
That happens.
I'm okay with. I mean, with the look I have, I look like a caveman. I look like
yeah. I would pull you over.
I'm totally true blood American from mid-heart.
By the way, he's wearing a ghillie hat and has an American Eagle forearm tattoo and a tribal arm on top of that. He's also wearing cutoffs with a beard that's about 5 inches long and long, unbrushed hair.
I am blue blood American. Yes. But I have a sense. I am very cultured. I have been overseas. I have been to Middle Eastern countries, and I have seen how they actually live. And those people are very, very calming.
Well, they are because
it's very not necessarily the places I have been.
The U.S. just blows the shit out of things.
The places I have been, I can attest that it's a very calming environment. Not all those type of people are very like, I hate Americans and F you and you're the F out of here and we're not gonna. No,
that's all the propaganda we see.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm basing my opinions on where I've been.
Yeah.
So that's why at the airport I was strangely calm.
Yeah.
A lot of the people were like freaking out, especially when they pinpointed who was going into that little room over there.
They're all racist.
Oh my god! Like it would totally be him. I was like, we have no idea who's.
Yeah, it could have just been something in his bag that it could have been like some meat he wanted to bring home.
It was nothing. I was like, it was nothing. Like I really wasn't sweating it. I was just more mad that I didn't have a belt or shoes or my wallet.
Pants are falling off.
Right. I had to walk around with no shoes on, so I couldn't go to the bathroom because I'm kind of weird like that.
I'm not walking into an airport or any sort of public bathroom without shoes on.
With socks on? No. Exactly.
I get weird in the gym, in the locker room, if I don't have my flip-flops.
Like, and I'll
do it, but I'll still be like, probably should not be walking.
Exactly, but it was weird, like, and I felt bad for my man. Like, I was like, you guys need to get more cultured. Like, it probably was just a profile thing. I don't know.
But then again, like,
I mean, I did have that slight percentage. Yeah, it was like, I kind of hope he doesn't get on my flight to Chicago.
Yeah,
which anybody should have that.
Yeah, and then you start going through like, well, if he does pop off, I'm gonna hit him with this, I'm gonna hit him with that. I'm grabbing.
Oh, he was a small guy. I didn't need a game plan.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, we're hitting an hour.
One more shot and you want to close it up?
We'll do one more shot and we'll close it up.
Unless you got another talking point.
Nah, I mean, unless you want to keep going.
I would like some food in me. I've been eating nothing but this girl's food, who is an amazing cook, but it is not the food that self needs.
I got you.
And I'm kind of really hammered from 2 shots and a beer.
I got you.
I love you. And I love you listeners out there too.
Yeah. One of these days I hope somebody actually does listen to us.
Right?
Wouldn't that be sweet? Like,
great.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind this podcast
taking off a bit?
Taking off, for sure. I have been messing around with schools
some
for
PhD.
No. I don't do stuff like that. I haven't.
You don't. You never live, son.
Just
I know what I'm doing. I'm a seasoned.
No, I've been looking into PhD programs throughout the country. I'm trying to not stay here in the That's fine. Not trying to stay here in the great state of Illinois.
The great butthole of DeKalb.
The armpit of
If an armpit had a butthole, it would be called DeKalb.
But
you're welcome, guys.
I don't know. Rockford's pretty bad.
Rockford's cool because it's not.
I would gladly say Rockford would be the armpit of Illinois. Just sucks that
I guess
DeKalb is not that far.
Only because DeKalb is 99% cornfields. And on that note, here we go. Our last one for the day. We're all drunk. Woo!
All right, everybody. So we're getting out of here.
I love you.
All right. Everybody's time has been appreciated. Steve?
Knuckles.
Welcome back from California, IA.
Hell yes.
We have more to come.
Yes, sir.
Next week. Thanks for listening.